surprise jump scare on everybody. They thought we were done. They thought we were gone.
They thought we were done, but then we fixed it, kind of.
They thought they could get rid of us.
Yeah. That's not how this works,
But no,
unfortunately.
you aren't getting rid of us.
No, we always come back.
We always come back.
Yeah, pretty much.
Real quick, because I promised Maddie I'd set up for her to watch the stream. I had it automatically set up, but now I have to go reset it up. I'll be back. I am just gonna run the intro while I go fix it for her.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Alright. Intro again. We're back. Hello, once again. I know, surprise, we're back. You thought we were gone, but no. We decided, because two of our people are not here, we're going to do side quest stuff. Stuff that, like, is just easy and fun still. Yeah, that's the plan. But yes, we are back. I will, Yeah?
I am back.
You're back too. Wow, perfect timing. I'll play this. So, with only two of you guys here, do you all still want to do the intro game of someone has to recap?
Sure.
Alright, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to slash R1D2. Everyone choose a number right now in your head, 1 and 2. Who's going to be 1, who's going to be 2?
I'm 1.
I'll be 2.
Here we go.
Even though I barely remember anything that happened last time.
Great, because you're the one speaking.
Give us. I didn't remember anything either.
Give us your best.
No, I don't remember exactly my squad. Okay.
Show us what you remember.
All right. So what I remember is pull up the map, please. Give me something to go off of.
I forgot I wasn't on the map screen for you guys. I was on it for my screen.
Yeah. No, we can't see it. All right. So it's loading. It's loading.
Let me zoom on my map so I can have the camera see everything.
I'm trying my best.
It's a big map.
The music is amazing.
Thank you. I didn't make it. Nintendo did.
They did in fact. Okay, let's see. Are we really only right here? Okay, hold on. The entirety of the last episode, like, we literally, like, made it to the Outlook, right?
Yeah.
And we talked to Link. I became friends with Wolf Link. He gave me an objective that I forgot what it was. Maybe I wrote it down. Maybe I was smart enough to write it down.
I hope.
Because it's been a hot minute.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
All right, let's look through my notes. All right, let's see. Tower. Did I not even write down the fucking wolf's name? I didn't write down his name. I could have swore I wrote some notes on it. All right. Well, either way, the wolf told me something,
So we'll never
and then
know.
we decided that because Gumbo Big Boy over here can't go to the Gerudo town, and we didn't want to go to the Hito village.
You
The
got
Rito.
something wrong.
Rito is what they're called.
Goron can't go to Goron Town, not Gerudo. Gerudo is where you guys are going.
My brain is going all over the place. Don't judge me.
I'm judging.
Pick me.
No, I'm gonna get this. Anyway, we decided to go to Gerudo Town because, hey, we've been given a special note specifically from Zelda to allow us access into the town. Whether or not they'll actually do it, that's another story. But we're heading to Gerudo Town, and that is our journey. However, I assume there's gonna be some shenaniganery that makes us go on a side quest.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Something like that.
something like that.
To do my best to help summarize what happened, a lot of what you said did occur. Actually, Cameron, you said you had your hand raised, right?
Good. I did have my hand raised. You are cutting out though, so
Yeah,
fix
you're
that while I go
turning into
on.
a robot.
Am I turning into a robot?
No,
Yes, you
no,
are.
you're good exactly right now. So, last episode, here's what I remember from Cameron's Tungton's point of view. Wake up, I find some rupees. I'm in the town. We basically just spend the whole day just kind of in the town eating, deciding what we need to do, right? I eat a big fat meal, realize I was hungry, right? I discover, or Tungton discovers, he's looking around at the old, like, ruins, and something happened here. It's all destroyed, right? He can't, he understands that shit's destroyed, and he makes a vow to Zelda that he will give her all the rupees in exchange for saving her. Saving him, right? And so, as I remember correctly, we correctly decided to go to Gerudo Village with our, Gerudo Town? Yeah, Gerudo Town, with our, pass that we, initially thought to just fucking forge, as opposed to asking Zelda for a pass to, right? And yeah, pretty much what Dylan said. I thought I had more, but I actually didn't have much more to add.
Yeah, I do remember that, by the way. I was literally, like, holding the note in my hand and watching you guys running around trying to fucking do the thing. I was like, guys, I have a note.
That's funny. So, am I still robot-y, by the way, currently?
No, you're fine.
Okay, Primal's been saying that the stream has been dying, apparently. So there's a chance.
Yeah, your internet died.
Yeah, I
for a
think
minute.
Spectrum is murdering my stream as it normally does. Next
He's
weekend,
live. Get him, boys.
next week next weekend I'm going to try and get Spectrum replaced with some fiber network stuff. We'll see though.
Some coolio thingy-o.
Yeah. Anyways, yes, most of what you all said was pretty darn correct. The big difference is, and I don't know if either of you really said it, I didn't hear it really too much. Dylan hinted at it. He talked to the wolf. So what he actually talked to was the spirit of Link from Twilight Princess that was turned into the wolf. They were transported into him specifically, by the way, not Tungton. Him specifically was transported into this other, like, form of reality that mimicked the one they were in, but it was all shadowed and darkened, almost grayed out. And sitting next to him was Link from another reality, or another point in time. Basically, he summed up the idea that he needed to protect Link, but Hyrule mostly, to work through the stuff that's happening, because he fears something bad is on the horizon. And he said to just kind of watch over everything, as he will do with Link. Yoon is typing. What are you typing there, buddy? We got weapons from Robbie. Oh, yes, that's right. You all were given, like, special little trinkets.
I don't remember what I was given.
Should be in your inventory. The other thing is he did
Oh,
give you a
that's right.
name.
I have grenades.
He did give you a name to refer to him as. I'm gonna be honest, I also forgot that name. But I think it was like Light or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, is that was Light.
I don't recall 100%. I can look back on it. I should have rewatched the episode before starting this. I should have. I normally do. I just didn't this time because we had a whole like birthday party recently.
Yeah.
But besides that, you guys had basically left the town or the lookout landing and had started making your way out. Where you decided, you know what? Let's end the day off with a shrine. So you all went inside, dealt with some more puzzles, fought a little bit of more enemies, and then made your way out. And it is around this time, as I will play the field theme. Where the hell? There it is. It is around this time you all start making your way out of the shrine. Everyone's kind of dispersing out. Burbo is looking around, and as is Aki, kind of understanding how long they have been down. And if I remember correctly, you guys left somewhat early in the morning, so the sun is still pretty high in the air. But what you notice is that it looks like someone is paging you down from the lookout landing, actually. A little confusing, but Aki turns to you all and gestures, "Oh, I will handle this. Stay here." And he walks over and talks to one of the Hylians there. It takes about 5 minutes for him to stop floundering himself and chauffeuring his own identity. But eventually, he starts walking back, and he lays to you that he and Burbo unfortunately have to stay at the lookout landing because they had heard there is a possibility another attack is on the horizon. Just for a few days, they will be holding on for 2 of you, but the other 2, they said you guys should at least camp and look out around the general area and maneuver as you please. And with that, Burbo and Aki went back into the lookout just for the few days. And you guys are now out in the middle of the road. But
And there were 2.
you are not alone, actually, as you see someone. Let me see if I can pull it out real fast. Where is my tokens? Give me a moment. NPCs. There we go. You see a Hylian male walking up the road. He seems to be pacing himself rather hastily, and then he catches your gaze and runs immediately to your location. And by the time he gets to you, he is completely and totally out of breath. Like, hand on knee, other hand in the air, just kind of like, please don't go.
You okay, buddy?
I've been running for a few days. Just give it. Hold on. And he immediately falls down to the ground.
Days?
Oh, hey, you got any water on you?
I mean, hold on, let me look.
I don't think you
Let's
have
see.
water, but you have rations, and I would assume that would come probably with some other forms of drinkage.
Do have ration? No, I have a water skin.
Oh, nice. That works too.
Yeah, give the man a drink.
All right, give him a drink.
He kind of like, he takes it down, but he starts to cough and just.
What's wrong with you, sir? What are you running from?
Oh, yeah, I wasn't running from anyone. I was trying my best to run to the princess's location. I needed some help back. Ooh.
That's the case. I think you went past one of the main paths to the lookout where she is.
I saw you walking. I saw you walking out. I was wondering if you knew where she was.
Well, we don't know where she is right now. I kind of wink over to, what's your name? Velk. I kind of wink over to Velk. You know, we don't know anything about this guy. We can't just tell her that we fucking know the princess. Yeah. So we say, but how can we help you? You can call us an employee of the princess.
You work for the princess? Oh, thank Hylia. Oh, this is wonderful news. let me, hold on. He tries to stand himself up, and he kind of, like, pats himself off a bit. Kind of attempts to dress himself a little better, to adjust himself, while leaning on his, like, little, like, walk stick. And he looks up at you guys, he says, my name is, hold on, I now have to generate a name in my head.
Cruncho.
Bruncho?
Cruncho.
Cruncho. He's crunchy.
Hold on.
Every
Actually,
step he takes, his bones crack.
I need to do some real quick lookup of something.
Okay.
I apologize. I forgot a little bit of a fact that I needed.
He's so exhausted from the run, he can't even remember his name.
No.
It's okay. Take your
Alright.
time, son.
Yeah, he's. Hold on. Is it hot? Ooh. He looks down. He says, "My name is Terrell. Terrell. Ooh. It's just, I work. I used to work at the ranch ruins down the road. I was trying to rebuild it. You see. Whew. You got any more of that water?
Give me some of your water, Felt.
All right. Here you go.
He-
I hand him the water. Just
he
like
drinks-
kind of thinking to myself. He's
Yeah,
like,
he
"Drinking all my
drinks it
fucking
down,
water."
and then hands you back the water skin, and you could tell it is almost empty now. And he kind of just like, whew, that was very needed. I apologize. Let me try to calm down here. Okay. So, I come from the ranch ruins. My name is Terrell. I was trying to rebuild them. The area is in need of better farming. The horse stables are needing to be built around all of Hyrule, and I thought, why not see if we could rebuild one? You would think that to be a fine idea. But last night, I witnessed something I don't even know how to describe. And immediately, I ran straight here to try and get the princess and maybe some form of help, because what I saw was not right at all. I've never seen a creature such as that. They came in the night, like a light from the sky, and then they just all the creatures I had brought over from.
Could you just get on with it?
They're gone!
Take your time. We understand you're tired.
You're getting me all antsy and excited over here at the prospect of this new creature, and you're over here just stumbling on the same word.
I'm sorry, I ran for like a day straight. But
It's alright, son. Take your time.
I'll sum it up. Something came from the sky at night and took my animals. And they almost took me. I saw my favorite cow, Betsy, fly right into the sky.
Well, let me ask you a question. Take it how? Did it have a really big hand?
No, it's like a... he, like, gestures with his hand. He holds it, like, flat in the air, and then he puts his hand underneath and, like, imitates, like a light shining down. He's like, he took them up like this! And he makes a gestures of as something was pulling them from the ground and into the air.
Oh, sounds like magic to me.
That's what I assumed, but in all my years of traveling, I've never seen a creature that could just do that. I've seen things such as Wizrobes, and though their magic is impressive, nothing like that. It was terrifying in their eyes. Oh God, their eyes.
Well, let me ask you this. How big was it? This is important for us. You see, we're the gods. I'm thinking whatever it is, we could just take it down. We gotta know how big this thing is, though.
They were not much bigger than I, maybe a little bigger, but pretty sized of that of a Hylian, I would assume. Listen,
We have a little bit of time. Why don't you just guide the way and show us? We'll look out for the night and see what's up.
Yeah. So what's on the map here? We got a map here. I'm not from these lands. I don't know where this is. But you
He
told
New
me.
creature that not even Highlands know of.
he looks at the map and he's kind of like shakily handed, pointing. He traces the walk path over to the ranch ruins directly towards your
Bottom
your,
right.
like your what is that, the southeast.
Southeast.
He's like, oh, right there. These used to be a
Dang it.
farm that was very well managed before the times of old. At least my father told me that, and I thought I could rebuild them, but then everything happened. There, and he just kind of like just keeps poking at it. His mind is very disturbed. You can tell.
Well, in that case, let's go check it out. It's not too far off course.
Yeah. We'll tell you what. Where are you going? If you could, maybe you could meet us there, or whatever. But we'll go ahead and check it out for you, and we'll I suppose we'll just find you wandering around. I'm not from these lands.
If it is not too much to ask, I would like to rest up at the lookout until then, but do be careful. When nighttime approaches and you are near the ruins, I hope that you do not get taken like the others.
Oh, we can defend ourselves.
We can handle our own. We're soldiers of the princess.
Alrighty then. I thank you for your assistance. I will try to make my way after a good night's rest. I guess in this case a good morning's rest. Thank you again. What was your names? I don't believe I got them.
Velk.
My name's Tungton.
Yes, thank you. It has come to my attention that I have been staring at this creature next to you named Tungton. What are you?
You see, I'm a Mogma. We come from Elden Volcano, and we don't get out a lot, so you might not have seen us running around.
I don't go there. It's too hot. So that makes sense. I didn't realize there were Mogmas around. I didn't even know a Mogma was a thing. But thank you regardless. I apologize if that came off weird. Just been running and mine's been blurry. It's kind of just... I realized you were not a Hylian. A little late. I apologize.
No worries, friend. We'll take care of this creature, whatever it is. We'll take him out real good. We'll give him a piece of our mind.
Okay, thank you.
Maybe do a few experiments.
Just whatever you do, please do not get taken away.
Don't worry. We're a little heavier than a cow. I don't think I'm heavy.
We are not heavier than a cow.
We're stronger than a cow. We'll take him out good.
Good.
There
Goodbye
you go.
then.
That's
I will
polite.
meet up with you whenever I can. And he walks off in the direction of the lookout landing.
Alright.
Okay, now
In
I have
that
to
case-
figure something out.
We shall go on a journey.
Okay, now I have
Let's
to
go.
do the thing where I have to look at movement of time.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, you guys are going to be...
For my
able to-
sake, ping it. Like, I deadass don't know what he's talking about.
Hold on, I'm creating a path for us. Just
Yep.
give me a sec.
So, 54 feet from sunup to sundown. So basically every 54 feet is like
Oh,
a normal day until you eventually fall asleep.
okay. It's that right there, ranch ruins. Okay, I was
Actually,
I was thinking he
yeah,
meant like
that's
south.
like perfect.
I thought you meant
Exactly
like
one day.
Yeah.
colder.
Like basically the time when you get there, it'll be nighttime, like just turning.
Yeah.
So it's actually that's
Okay.
pretty
Oh, it's
perfect.
perfect.
Well, perfect.
All right.
Let's get a move on then. And hey, Velk. So,
Yeah, what's up?
This creature this guy was talking about. This sound familiar to you? I'm not from this place, so I wouldn't know what it was anyways.
Not exactly from here either, but you know what? It excites me either way. So let's go see what we're dealing with.
And and you
I think them out real good. Taking all the cows with delicious meat. I think that's what they're made of.
So you manage your way down. Actually, I'm going to move you guys. This line is on there. I'm going to move you guys back to right here. You guys are walking, and let me stop this, and we're going to pull. Where is it? Give me a moment. I gotta find it. Where the hell is the theme for it? There it is. I'm gonna turn this on. You guys are walking in the general direction, and as you eventually make your way over towards the ranch, the sun going down and the moon rising into the sky, it is very clear something is wrong with this ranch. This feeling, just from the distance, by the way, like the ranch is still ahead of you, something just doesn't feel right about it. There is this creepiness to it that doesn't feel natural. Give me a second, I have to reload the map screen because for some reason your little line chart glitched on my map screen. Alright, there we go. Perfect. As you two approach the ruins of the ranch, you do recognize what you would expect from stables, from chicken coops and such. And as you're looking around, you kind of...
I would expect. I don't know what a chicken is.
Actually, that's a good point. Honestly, now that I think about it, would any of you two... I don't think any of you two would know what this shit is.
Actually, yeah. Neither of us would know what we're looking at.
No.
We're just kind of accepting that this is what it's supposed to look
like. Let
me
describe this a bit more humorously. You make your way to this ranch, and what you see is a little confusing. You see aimless, fenced-off pens with streaks of like tufts of fur lying on the ground, bundles of hay strewn about. You see these small wooden houses filled with feathers and some eggs that have been crushed, and I don't understand what this is. Why would they have small houses? People lived in big houses. That's at least what you would assume.
What's the fit there?
They keep Rito kids in here?
God, I hope not. It's something horrible.
Huh.
What? That is hilarious. I'm sorry. That caught me off guard so hard. They keep Ritos in here? You start looking around the area. You see this more ramshackled building that seemingly has been reduced to nothing but shambled walls, and maybe some form of furniture remains that is barely recognizable. You come closer to it and you start to look around, and at this point, I would actually like for you all to roll investigation.
Honest.
Investigation.
Yep.
Boink.
Okay. Also, Cameron, make sure you are playing as, in chat once you're playing as Tungten, not Noon. You don't have to roll again, but I do want you to remember that.
Gotcha.
I guess forgets almost every time.
Yep. So...
I was one step ahead of you this time, though I changed it after.
So...
Afterwards!
Tungten, you are looking around, but the thing that has you the most curious are these, what looks to be dried up, no, not even dried up, these weird piles of this awkwardly grassy but kind of bad-smelling mud? You don't know what this is. You've never smelt anything like this. You even see flies going across it, and it keeps your interest for a bit. And while you're investigating this substance, Velk, you are looking around this ramshackled house, and you see some tables and chairs that have been shambled in. These look a little newer than the actual house itself. This is most likely set up by the guy who had left. You know he was attempting to rebuild, and he had attempted so far, and as you look at it, you notice the house has this almost tent-like structure draped over it to probably protect it from those rain or thunderstorms that may occur or pass through. But as you walk into this little area and you investigate more, you notice a little book on the table.
Well, I guess I walk up and pick up the book.
When you pick it up and you open, you quickly realize this is a kind of like a diary. It's a jot down of information this Terrell had been keeping to himself, and it kind of portrays what he had gone through in this place. It says, to kind of speed it up a bit, it basically says that he, upon moving into the ruins, he managed to set up some of the pens for his cows, and to give them some feed in these little buckets that he had managed to scrounge up. The chicken, or the cuckoos, had managed to wander around the farm. They seem to be enjoying their space. It's a bit wider than the one we had back at home. He says, I'm going to try and work on more of the farm tomorrow, but for now I shall get some rest. And
the hell is a cuckoo?
He writes in the book some more. Something is strange. One of my cows is missing, and there's no sign of something getting out. Some of the cuckoos seem disturbed. Their feathers ruffled more than normal, even eggs crushed, trampled under their own weight.
So that's what a cuckoo is. It's a livestock. That's what those houses are for, not for Rito children. That makes way more sense.
You continue to read as you are noting this information down. As it goes, and it says, I looked around the area and I saw no remains of a scuffle, of anything. It's just gone. I will stake up at night to see what's going on. The page after is completely barren. There is no writing in it whatsoever. And this is where you assume he probably saw what he had seen and ran away. And
That's the end of the story there.
Yep. And as you are doing this, Tungton, what are you doing while you investigate this pile of mud-like substance?
I'm investigating this.
Definitely not shit.
I look at this pile of mud-like substance, no clue what it is. More importantly, I'm looking around looking for anything moving, right? Like not just animals, not just monsters, but anything really. Because Tungton doesn't know what an animal is. Tungton doesn't know what the creature's looking for is. He's looking for anything really.
Yeah. As you are
do
looking...
do I see something?
Anything that breathes.
What I will say is, as you are looking around, you hear something skitter behind you.
Turn on quickly.
There's nothing there. But you notice a little white thing. This little fluffy thing laying on the ground.
Fluffy thing. I'm gonna go up to it. What is it? Is it moving? Is it like dirty?
You look at it and you pick it up. Oh, it's a feather. I've seen some of these.
Feather. I know what these are.
From behind you.
Turn around again. Whatcha?
As you turn around, staring directly at you is this small, chicken-like creature you've never seen in your life, called a cuckoo. And it looks in and goes,
Tungton looks
check in on Tungton. What's wrong?
Is that? What is that? Is that one of the creatures? A little small to be what he's talking about.
Oh, so that's the cuckoo. I recognize it from in the book.
Cuckoo? What's a cuckoo? Is that the thing we're protecting or killing?
You see it twitching its head in place, its feathers all ruffled, and it's like turning its head looking at you very curiously.
Based on the fact that it's not killing us, I think it's something we're protecting.
I crouch down and pick up the little cuckoo.
Immediately its wings start flapping. You
Stop starting to think it doesn't like being picked up. I decided to just toss it aside.
You see it
Put it down,
faintly
you put it off.
glide
Like so much
down next to the pen, and it starts to run around a bit before eventually coming to a stop and coming back up to Tungton and kind of looking at his legs and pecking at his feet.
Seems interested in you for some reason.
He does. I want to try and pick him up too, carefully. Just... Okay, put him down. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like it.
Once again, darts around the place for a small amount of time and slows down, and then walks back over to Velk, and he kind of stands next to you. And then he starts eating at your drape, your robe.
I tug it away from him.
Velk, I have an idea.
Oh, punk.
So, the tractor beam, whatever it was called, I don't know what a tractor beam is, but whatever was taken, I don't know what a tractor or a beam is. Those words just kind of came out of my mouth. But whatever is taking these things away, I think what we do is we hang back in a bush and we wait for whatever's trying to get this thing to come get him, and then when he gets them, we get him. You know what I'm saying? Use them as bait.
That's not a bad idea. I'm not sure. Well, you know what? Why not? We could always save it.
Yeah. Alright, no,
Oh my god.
Get like away from us so they don't know where we're hiding.
He walked closer to you.
That's not what I want. I think he's too friendly.
I think it's too friendly.
Well, with the little chicken companion now, change of plans. It seems he thinks we're his mother and father. What's it best to get around from a chicken?
Yeah, why don't you sit on it too?
I think I crushed the poor thing.
You then see it start to skitter off towards the pin, and then it beelines towards the coop.
Nice towards the coop.
I guess it's done.
No, it's not done. It wants to throw us something. Let's go towards the coop.
Alright, we follow the Kuko and try to see what it's trying to show us.
You follow the Kuko, and when you get in there, you notice immediately it is hiding in the far-off corner. And you notice the sound it had made before had completely stopped. It had gone silent. The bird, out of fear for something, stopped making its noises.
Why
That's
did it go silent?
I was actually going to ask. Roll perception checks.
Alrighty. My passive perception's 13. Hold on a sec. Perception. There you are. Alright,
Jeez.
cool.
You both immediately...
Holy shit.
It's as if your ears perk up. Both of you having these long extended ears, great for hearing. You look behind you. There's nothing there. But you notice in the middle of the field, for some reason, there's a faint glow. And then you look up. And immediately, you are made aware that this giant ball of light is there, floating aimlessly in the air, as it
Aliens, I knew it.
lands down and morphs and spreads and disperses into multitudes of these creatures with these light bulb-like heads that come to a point on the end, these mantis-like appendages in the front, and seemingly no legs. They almost look like they're just wearing a dress or like have a cone part on their bottom that is completely not touching the ground, floating there aimlessly. That's when you notice their eyes. Almost like that of lanterns glowing in the dark, emitting this shine that looks throughout the area. And with that, we are going to enter into combat.
Oh,
Before-
they're just here. They're just here to fight us. Okay.
Before we do anything, I do have to fix this fucking soundtrack. I just now noticed when I put it into the thing, by the way, for some reason, this 2-minute long soundtrack piece is actually only a minute long, and everything else is silent. I don't know why or who decided that was a good thing to do, but I'm going to quickly fix that while we prepare ourselves for the inevitable. But I guess what I can do while I'm waiting or getting this set up, I will go ahead and add turn. I'm going to remove everyone from this. Actually, no, let's not do that yet, because I need to get you onto a battle screen. I'll get you all set up for this real quick. How about that? That way you can set yourselves up.
Green, you're gonna draw the farm.
Oh, God. I
Immediately?
forgot I have
How
to
many of them
draw
are
the
there?
farm. You're about to find out. Alright. So feel free to place yourselves in... Oh,
I'm thinking we're in the middle here.
on the map. I have to do some setup stuff real fast. Yeah, this one's on me. I didn't think this song would only be half of what it actually is. I don't know why it's like that, but sure. I have to go find where I
Yo.
installed the YTDLP stuff. There we go. Okay. Luckily, I know what the name of the file is.
Okay, while you're fixing that, I am going
Feel free
to
to take a break.
take medicine for me head. Because storms are brewing, the storms are brewing, and they me in my grain.
Alright. File.
Ah, aliens or something. I don't know what an alien is. Hey, let me just take a quick stretch. Ah.
File download. Download. That's really annoying. Alright, let me do this so I can easily drag and drop. Alright, so there we go.
You know, Papa Cobble always told me to stretch before a fight. Ah. Never really gotten in many fights, but he said it was good for me.
It's always good to get into a fight, especially if you know you can win.
Yeah, those are the only fights I took. So I only ever fought Bokoblins. Disgusting little creatures they are.
Disgusting!
They make me sick.
God, I fucking hate them.
Yeah, that's how I'm gonna win this fight. I'm gonna imagine you're a stupid Bokoblin, you know, with your big stupid eyes.
He's just
Ah, let me at him, let me
talking
at him.
himself. Let me at him. I'm gonna get him. Okay, let me make sure this works. Alright. By the way, does this not kind of give you vibes of Earthbound music?
This, I didn't think that until you said that. Now I can only imagine Earthbound fight screen.
Yeah, that's what it gives me vibes to. Alright, she's set up on that side. As Dylan had requested, I will draw you all the farm. Let me set things up. Not anymore. Don't hear it? Don't hear what? Oh, you mean the music? Well, that's because it just died earlier. Alright. So, I'm gonna use music. You're not hearing the music playing? It's playing in the background. I'm gonna make these large so it's easy to draw it down. I'm actually gonna quickly look up an image real fast. I wonder. Alright, let me see.
I'm back and I come bearing chips.
Chips. Shit.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I have
Hold on.
chips.
Alright, I'm glad you brought chips. So I'm gonna attempt to draw you this farm. I'm making an attempt. So generally speaking, you have this large area that is...
Also, are we fighting freaking aliens right now?
Yes. I have to adjust that. Let me grab that real quick. You're
I mean,
welcome.
considering aliens was originally planned to be like the main enemy of Breath of the Wild.
No,
Oh shit.
that was not the intention. So these brown markings are the remains of fences. Or at least where fences used to be. Let me see if I can also draw. Let's do this. I'm gonna set this to extra large. Let me see if I can attempt this a little bit. So this little line represents like a grassy patch of land that was like drawn out, probably due to a lot of traversing the general area. I'm trying to give a generalized look of everything. And then you have... Let's set this back to just large. And then you have over here, looks to be the remains of the little house that was there. Over here is the little spot where the chicken was at. So you guys can place yourselves up there if you so choose.
Be
There
accurate.
is pen work over here. This is where the cows would have been kept. And then obviously all this free roam space to deal with. But yeah. So, what I want to do is, if I can... Okay. I wonder if I can grab all this and put this on the map layer.
Come on, then get up here, Dylan. We gotta stay accurate.
Is that where we're starting?
Yeah, we gotta stay accurate to the
Let's see. So, actually, yeah. So change layer. We're gonna move this to the map layer, and then do the same with this. Change layer, map. There we go. I don't think any of that stuff's on the screen now, except for this. I missed one, of course.
Also this grid is like horribly annoying.
What's wrong with it?
When I zoom out, it's just my screen is white. I'm not complaining or asking you to do anything about it. It does piss me off though.
I think I can actually change the grid color.
Actually, dude, if you change it to like a green or a brown,
Let me see.
that'd like make me so happy.
Grid color. You want it to be green, like
I-
dark green
I'd
or
agree.
light green?
Kind of like a dark green, so it's like easier on my eyes.
Save
Or
settings.
invisible would be awesome. There it is. Yes, that right there. Perfect.
All right, cool. So, you all witness as this creature from beyond appears out of nowhere, and as this light falls down upon the ground around you, it splits into multiple different entities you have never seen, and you think only one person has ever seen. As not just one, not just two, and not even just three, but 4 aliens spawn out of this ball of light. And actually,
God.
what I'm going to do is, and let me see if I can do this, because this actually would be really sick if I could get it to work. Let's see. No, okay, yeah, so I have to do it the way I originally thought about it, unfortunately. Alright, let's save changes. Do y'all see that?
What is it that we're looking at?
Yeah,
Okay,
what do we
so
see?
Nothing happened with the tokens, I assume?
Nah, nothing happened. They're still just purple.
They exist.
Cool.
Oh, that's what those things are? Wait a minute, has aliens really just been a thing in Zelda lore since the beginning?
Yes.
I did not know that. I thought that was a more recent thing.
Nope, they've existed for a little while now.
Majora's Mask?
Yep.
Yeah,
Huh.
it's fucking...
This
Oh,
shit's
you know,
decent.
just 30 years ago. Don't worry about it.
And oh, I see that now.
Okay. Good.
Oh,
That's
hi. Oh, is that the light?
So actually, hold on. What I need to do is I need to make sure I set this up right. So I'm gonna just go ahead and set this to the appropriate amount of stuff I need. So there's that. I'm gonna go ahead and actually delete these other ones so I can copy them into this new one. What I need to do is have the character sheet pulled up on the side so I can make sure things are correct the way I want them to be. I have to just make sure of something. I did do my math wrong. So yeah, that big circle is not actually that big. I fucked up and chose the wrong number.
Good job.
So let me fix that real quick.
I'm trying to think. As a Twilight, do I have night vision?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I
Alright.
feel like I ask that every time.
Probably.
I think I have the same thing, right? I'm a monk.
Yeah, it would make
I
sense
think you
for you
do.
to have night vision.
So, these 4 creatures appear from the sky above, and they float off the ground in this eerie manner that you have never seen. And they kind of look aimlessly around for a bit, but then you, like a fucking horror movie, their spot-like eyes just stare at you. And with that, we are legitimately going to roll for turn order this time.
Ugh.
Maybe they're friendly?
They ain't friendly. Those are the things that that guy was talking about. Forgot his name.
Of
Alright.
course we did.
Jeez.
No, I remember. I wrote it down on the back of my hand. His name was terrible.
Alright.
Like terrible. Well, he's not terrible.
Velk,
What?
I'm going to have you roll again. And this is just to beat, to see if you beat them again.
Nope.
Alright, so they will be going directly before you. Alright.
You ever
So-
seen anything like it, though?
No,
Okay.
this is new even for me.
Alright. So, y'all ready?
Right.
Yep.
Alright, let's do this. Actually, before I continue, I do want to make sure. Do y'all want to keep this music as the battle music, or do you want me to pull in the actual battle music?
Let's keep this.
Honestly, yeah, this gives like a creepy vibe.
Good.
Like,
Yeah.
I like the creepiness more than I like
Alright.
the action of it.
So, with it being Tungten's turn, you see these beasts from the skies appear, and they are staring directly at you. And to give you an understanding, by the way, on how it is exactly they are just staring at you. Let me see if I can get this set up right. Let me see, because I think I have to do this. And then set this to this. But I go to this. And this is effectively what you're seeing, right? They're just doing this. It is literally like a giant flashlight that's staring at you. It's like the
Jeez.
light focuses directly at you. And it is
Jeez.
hella unsettling.
Okay, so what is the range on my rock throw here? I don't know how to know that.
80-32, or 83-20. So,
320 for like future reference. Never mind, I see it.
Yeah.
So let's see. So let me get my tool out here. I want to throw it
My
at.
range on that.
I want to throw it at one of these guys. I don't know which one yet. If you could give me just like 1 second.
Is there a way for me to edit where these are?
So,
No.
what?
Okay.
Yeah, I want to throw it at this guy right here.
Alright. Launch it. Oh, you
Alright,
already did.
And let's see. The damage would be.
Yep. So that does hit.
Damage would be right here.
6 bludgeoning. Nice. Oh, wait, shit. Your health's not
These
right.
guys are just out of my range constantly. Okay.
Hold on, I gotta fuck some. I fucked something up. Alright. Let me do what I did before again. I'm just going to copy this one and then repaste them all around the place. There we go. Sorry about that. I was literally just didn't have their health set up correctly. Alright. So you did 6 damage. Ooh, actually, pretty damn
This
good.
front one right here.
Pretty
This
damn
guy right
good
here?
damage. Yep. You
Smash right in
watch
the brain.
as you throw this rock at them, and seemingly he gets hit by this, or he would have if not using his reaction. You watch as his form turns solidly into light, and he shrinks into himself. And then, let me see. Teleports over there, receiving 0 damage taken.
Whoa. Oh shit.
Oh shit!
Did he just
hold on.
teleport out of the way?
Yeah,
Me and
he totally just teleported out of the way. Oh,
think
God,
it's
how do we hit these
17.
guys?
Move this back up here. Sorry about that.
And you tried a range attack, right?
Yeah, I threw a rock at him. It didn't do nothing.
I threw a rock at him.
Here, let me try something. Or is it even our turn?
It is
No, it's not. It's
your
not our turn.
Tungton, do you want to move at all, or do you have a bonus action you'd like to do?
Let's see. Oh gosh, I haven't played D&D in a while. Do I have a bonus action? I don't think
What's
I
your
do.
class? You're a monk, right?
Yeah, I'm a monk.
You do have a bonus action. You can run up and punch him.
Okay, well in that case, yeah, I'm just gonna charge in with my 30 movement speed. Charge right up to his stupid ass, and I'm gonna give him peace of my mind. You know what I'm
Do
gonna
it.
give him?
Land him.
Give him one of these.
Jeez! Alright, do it. Throw me that damage.
And it was a damn good roll.
Is that right? That didn't calculate right. You need to click the purple on the chat.
Purple? Oh, okay.
There you go.
There we go. That is more than...
Damn.
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah, 10 damage. That's pretty good.
That's good damage. You watch as, expecting it to teleport away again, this time it doesn't seem to, as you slash into this thing, and upon doing so, you see its form almost seem to tread into glimpses of light, as it seems to barely be able to hold itself together in this moment. It is very injured.
Oh. Well, that's the plan then, Vilk. Don't throw nothing at it.
Alright, we just have to beat the shit out of him. Got it.
Alright, and with that, it is their turn. The
Wait,
one
I
that
have
you
one more
just
question.
hit, huh?
I got a question. I noticed this yellow bubble. Does Tungton notice any difference in anything when he enters the
No.
bubble?
This bubble effectively represents something you're about to witness, because it is their turn. You now, having been inside this thing's effective area, it strikes you with a fearful gaze. It stares directly at you, and you stare into the abyss. And unfortunately for you, it stares back, as your mind is filled with knowledge unknown to any and unable to be understood. And you need to roll me a wisdom save, but DC 15.
Wisdom save. That would be... shit. That'd be in spells, right?
No. What?
It's on your saves, part of your character sheet. Top
Your saving throws.
top of the
Oh,
character sheet.
it's just a normal wisdom. Okay, my
Yeah.
bad. Ooh.
Unfortunately,
Oh, wow.
you are not able to resist this sensation within you. As you, my friend, my poor friend. Let me see if I can find one that fits the idea. This one. You are now considered afraid, as your token has now been targeted with the fear icon. I'll zoom in on the map so everyone can see.
Duncan? Why are you shaking?
Vilk, you think the creepy man? I think we need to get out of here. Jeez.
So, in the sense of how this works, within the circle, you are not allowed to attack this specific creature, and if you do, it'll be at disadvantage. And as the text says, you are frightened until the start of its next turn.
It's next turn.
Yep.
Oh.
With that, the other ones are going to do stuff. As
Mama Paul was right. I should stay home.
let me double check something. Alright. The creature, then seeing the other ones getting attacked, it floats ever so slowly, and then moves even closer using its action to dash and surrounds you. The other one, seeing another creature, curiously floats ever closer, and then does so once again, getting ever so close. And then, as you had seen before, they all begin to gather round and surround everyone in their aura. with that, Velk, it's your turn.
Let's see, how far is this? Alright, I'm gonna get right here.
Yep.
And I'm gonna whack the guy that Tungton was attacking.
Yep. This one.
Yep. So, hiya! Well,
You attempt to do so, but when you attack it, it is almost as if you are not hitting it at all. It vaguely moves so fast you couldn't even register what had happened, and your staff hits the floor, undamaging it entirely. Got anything else you want to do, Velky boy?
I'm going to teleport to try and get just outside of the range of their attacks.
Alright.
Don't leave me here, Vel.
Tongue Tane.
No, I'm not giving them a chance to do any of that weird stuff.
And as you say this, Tungton, you look
Tungton,
around.
if you get the chance, move away. I have an attack.
As you move around, Tungton, you notice immediately this one that has been injured before is staring directly through you. It's reaching its hands out. What do you do?
First of all, I couldn't help but notice you said it. I'm terrified until the end of its turn.
Yep.
So I'm not terrified anymore? Question mark? Because they ended their turn.
Of its next turn, specifically.
Its next turn. Okay.
Yes, its upcoming turn.
Okay. In that case, here's actually what I want to do.
Yes.
And now this might sound weird, but I actually want to like try and gather some information on these creatures. Like I could just attack it, but I can't help but feel as if there's something more effective than attacking it. Can I like roll perception like right now while staring this creature down?
Investigate?
I guess so. Yeah, investigate.
So if you're trying to understand this creature, you will need to investigate, unfortunately. So if you do this, I will say this will take a bonus action to do in the middle of combat, but you can do so.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna take a bonus action to investigate. I want to figure out what's up with this thing. What can I do? What are my
as
options?
you are staring at this creature that has sent your soul into the bottom of your bowels, you kind of beginning to understand a little bit of something. You look at this creature, and what you find is that it alone is what's making you afraid. You look at the other ones around you, they do not hold that same emotion. Something within them is able to pull out your greatest fears. You also notice that even though Velk just went to attack, it did not seemingly teleport away as if it had the ability to do so. You put this in your brain a bit, and thinking this teleportation thing might need a little bit more investigating to fully understand, but to the best of your ability, you can assume that they don't teleport when the threat isn't worthy, and they don't teleport when they haven't done it so already. And that's all you're getting.
They don't teleport when they haven't done so already.
Or when they have done so already, sorry.
They don't teleport. Okay, so the teleport, it sounds like, is on a sort of cooldown. If I had to guess, I'd have to investigate more. But since this one right here is making me scared, I could safely attack this one, can't I?
Yes, you would not be at disadvantage.
In that case, this one in particular creeps me out, but you're right to the picking.
They would be if you hadn't missed. You, looking away from the one behind you, attempt to attack the one next to you. But unfortunately, it is still within your vision, the peripheral vision, and it is still jarring enough to unsettle you and make you miss.
Tungton, I want you to get away from them.
All right. Can I dig as like an action, or am I out of actions?
What does your digging ability say it can do?
digging. Let's see. A digging ability. Digging claws. Dust digger historical. Hold on. I actually don't know where my digging ability is on my little sheet here.
Martial arts, digging
I dig-
claws. As an action, you can go underground. So unfortunately, you used your action to attack, and you used your bonus action to investigate. You can no longer do either.
Tonkin literally just Knuckles the Echidna.
Ah, yes.
Hey,
Actually, now think about it.
maybe.
He's just not a kid who can fly, unfortunately.
Well, in that case, yeah, I'm out of stuff to do.
Except, I need you to step away. I'm yelling at you to step away from them.
Tungton is too scared. He's got
waking
fear in
his
his
booties.
eyes. It corrodes his mind. He's too scared to hear you, and so I'm gonna have to pass it off to the little ghost guys.
All right.
Damn it, Tonkin.
And as you do that, you teleport, and the one you're in the eye as well. Yeah, the one Velk, the one that's kind of closest to you, you watch in a very unsettling manner as its head 180s and looks at you, and then its body slowly turns to follow, as it uses its movement to do the same and get as close to you as possible. And upon doing so, its eyes widen, and you need to make a wisdom save of DC 15, or be put under a fearful gaze.
Oh, wow.
Unfortunately, you are afraid. But Tungsten is no longer. At least for now. I guess we'll find out in a bit. As the one in front of you, Velk, you stare into its eyes, and similar to what you had seen. Why is it doing this? Alright. You stare into this thing, and you have lived in a realm of the void. You have existed at the edge of reality. And nothing that you have seen has terrified you more than this. And similar to before, and I will reapply it onto the screen. Boop. Just so you can read it if you so choose. You are now considered frightened, and on your next turn, you cannot attack this thing unless you do it so with a disadvantage. You can also not willingly move closer to that creature. However, from that, we move on to the one that had attacked Tungsten previously. It actually goes to attack you. You see it raise both its claws in the air and bring them down upon you. It was a 13 hit.
13 does not hit on the 15.
You, in your fear, manage to move ever so slowly out of the way. And as this happens, you notice you do not fear the creature next to you anymore. And then as you see that, the creature in front of you also raises its claws up and brings them down upon you, missing it likely. Alright, that's lucky. The creature, however, in the distance, seeing you be the closest target, moves closer and stares at you. Do it again, my friend, because you know what's happening.
Okay, where is it? Wisdom saving throw. Go.
Nope. Back
Oh,
at
God.
it again.
We can't win against these things.
You are considered frightened of this creature until its next turn. Thankfully, y'all didn't really take that much damage at all, I would say. No damage, actually. They didn't land a single hit. But
That's good.
you now cannot move closer to this one, and you cannot attack it unless doing so at disadvantage. And with that, Velk, it is your turn. The one standing in front of you is the scariest thing you've ever seen in your life. Have fun.
Yep, I'm running over here.
All right.
Alright, and I am going to do a little bit of this action. I think this should be enough of a distance. Right. Yes, this just barely
Nice.
doesn't hit. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna use Shatter
Oh.
for level 2, because fuck these guys. Yes!
Boom!
All right. Let's see something. That is crazy levels of damage.
Yeah.
Let me check something real quick. Yes.
Yeah,
You
use level
release
2.
this spell, and unfortunately, it triggers their reaction. Before the spell can hit, one teleports. Oh.
What?
Oh, interesting. Okay. This other one, however, not so fortunate. As, shit, I need it to roll its thingamajig. Let's see. Was a con save?
The cons to
And it's saved. What is the save thing? So a creature takes 38 thunder damage, or half as much. So it will take half of 20, which is just 10.
Decent chunk of damage.
Yep. You see this thing glitch out like light itself. Its form stretching irregularly and screaming with this horrible noise, this ungodly noise. And
These things even from our dimension?
that's what you see.
Which is that? I really didn't like the light.
With that,
Okay.
Tungten's turn, I assume. Unless you got something. you
I
wanna do.
am. Yeah, I'm gonna take a moment. I'm teleporting away.
All right.
I'm keeping my distance from these things.
Cool. And you do. Tungten, it's your turn. You do not fear the ones that were in front as they have vanished, but the one behind you now draws upon this eerie light, and you similarly are afraid.
Oh, jeez. I dump. I see what you're going for. I'm gonna gather them round.
Yeah, just know I only have one more shot.
I'll make it worth your while. Don't worry. And I'm going to attack this guy right in front of me because I'm not scared of him.
All right, land it.
I'm going to do
Do you have?
claw strike.
Okay, that misses. What I want to ask is, do you have your whole monk key point stuff?
I
There
flurry
you
of
go.
blows.
You
I
don't
can
have to
spend
hit. You just
one-
have to make an attempt. So, roll 2 more unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
2 more unarmed strikes. Hiya, hiya.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Golly, what's with the rules?
Jeez,
I don't know,
man.
you're scared. You're scared out of your
Yeah,
mind.
you're just scared. You're scared out of your mind, Cameron. Tungten's
scared.
terrified.
I'm too scared of the one behind me. I know he's looking at me. I don't know what he wants from me, but I know he wants something.
Nice ass.
What's my buns? My fluffy
I
buns.
like your ass.
Yeah,
What?
alright.
Should turn it. Okay, in that case, I am looking at my stuff, and as it would have it, kind of out of stuff to do.
Yep.
So,
You
yeah,
gonna try and move anywhere, or are you gonna just stay there?
I'm gonna stay right here. I'm gonna
Alright.
keep him right where I
And it
want.
shall be their turn. And as it reaches their turn, Velp, you, I believe, are no longer afraid. So I'll remove that from you. Oh wait, also, I think that would mean you're no longer afraid, Tungten. Congratulations.
Ah,
Congrats, you're not afraid
Yeah,
anymore.
you're not afraid anymore. But as you feel this sensation of fear creep down your spine in a lessened manner, the two again approach, and they begin to swipeth at thee. Yeet! Fucking miss.
Oh, wow.
And I think we have hit. Alright, you ready for the damage?
I'm ready for some damage.
Wow. That's a really low ass roll, but you take 4 points of slashing damage.
Well, that
This
doesn't
thing
even get to my
slices
overview.
into you. You have what? Where did you-
Last session, I ate such a big meal that you gave me.
Oh,
bonus
yeah.
5 hit
I
points.
forgot about that. So they slice into you, dealing that bout of spare damage. And then the one that's lowest begins to move up. And once again, staring over at you, Cameron, as you are the closest to it, it stares at you with a fearful gaze. DC 15 whiz.
Oh, jeez.
Whiz me, baby, whiz!
Gulp. Shattering my.
Nice.
Ah!
You
Ah.
have gotten used to this effect. They are not as effective anymore. You turn away before its gaze strikes you, and you move ahead perfectly fine. Unfortunately for our friend over here, Velk, you will unfortunately have to do the same save. He also strikes a fearful gaze. And you fail. Just as before, the one in front of you strikes fear into your heart and into your mind. You are incapable of moving towards this creature, and any attempt on it is a disadvantage. So, with that, we move on to Velk's turn, actually.
It's my turn. Well, if I use Shatter right now, it would kill you.
Probably.
Don't use it quite yet.
Let me, like, attempt something.
Also, what's the range on that? 30 feet?
Jeez.
Our bubbles are like... No, trust me, it's not a good idea. I mean, do what you feel is necessary.
I'm, like, trying here to, like, get... I'm, like, experimenting, see what's at the perfect spot to be able to just get these guys in range and not hit you. Like, right fucking there!
There you go. Alright, do it.
Just a pixel away. Alright, I'm using my last Shatter. Here we go. A skadoosh? Skadoosh. Are you kidding me?
That's so much lower. So,
What's the
much
freaking roll of that?
as
Oh, it's
before,
it's super low.
you witness one of the creatures bamf in a direction, but then the other one, unfortunately, does not do so, as it has to roll a con save. And fail, actually. So it will take the 8 damage. Alright, it has taken the damage, and it is not looking good in a similar stance. Alright, Velk, do you do anything else, or is that your turn?
Alright, I'm gonna, like, teleport. I'm teleporting over here now.
Alright.
Oh my goodness.
The creature of your fear behind you, you move ahead, quite literally. Tongton, you are not afraid of any of these fuckers. It's your turn. What are you gonna do?
Me not being afraid of any of these, I'm just gonna keep, like, wailing on this guy in front of me, this complete idiot. Never seen this thing before, don't care what it is. It could be a goblin underneath all that purple.
That hits. Alright.
And I'm not gonna spend the key point. I'm just gonna hit it that one time. That's what
You hit it, and it rears in pain and screeches horrendously, but is still barely hanging on. You see its light flickering unnaturally. Its form barely able to hold, but it is staring at you relentlessly.
That turn is done. I'm not gonna do anything.
That's it. You still have a bonus action.
Do I? What
Yeah, you're
what
a monk.
can I
You
do?
have a bonus action swing again. This doesn't count
just
as
free?
like the flurry of blows. Yeah.
Oh, bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Shit.
your bone. You
Fuck
natively
them
have a.
Unfortunately,
bonus action
though, you miss.
Damn.
Now it is their turn, and the one in front of you, angry upon you for slashing into it and dealing a decent chunk of damage, stares deeply into your soul, and you must roll a DC 15 Wisdom save. Dungden?
Oh shit! Sorry, I was reading my shit. My bad.
Oh, you're fine. Hold on, I'm reading.
Hold on. I guess I got this one chapter. Got called Supper Man. What the fuck is a rolling wisdom save?
Nice. It is ineffective. It attempts to take in yourself, but it is unable to do so. The other, however, behind you, coming in from the back while you were distracted, attempts to slice you. And it misses. Damn, these guys suck at hidden. With that, we move on to the one over here. This one moves closer to you, Velk, and also I just realized your fear effect should be gone, as it attempts to slice at you. Jesus. These guys have good hit stats. Why the fuck are they fucking up? Oh, I know they don't. Never mind.
Man, who knew that Hyrule had an alien problem? Wait, technically I'm an alien.
Yeah, that's true. This one floats delicately closer to you and attempts to slice at you as well. Jesus.
Miss.
11 hit? No? Okay. These guys suck at hitting. With that, it is Velk's turn, as they are standing right next to you.
Okay, let's see. Ooh, that is,
Ooh.
well, you know what? I'm doing that anyway.
Which one are you doing?
I'm doing it to the one in front of me.
This one?
Sure.
Alright. You attempt to reach at it as it bamfs away and appears behind Tungten.
You gotta be kidding me. Why'd I get an accent all of a sudden?
I'm really glad these things don't hit well, because if they did, I feel like they'd be shredding you guys.
Be so good.
Such a low chance of hitting, it's absurd.
Running over here, and I still have a blink, don't I?
Wait,
Yeah, I can
did you just run that?
Yeah.
Oh,
opportunity. Wait. Yeah, opportunity.
Right. Here we
Never
go.
mind, I teleported that. There you go.
Okay. No, you already moved.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking...
Sorry.
Thank you! Jeez!
Oh, damn!
There, 5 slashing damage into your back as you try to run away from this creature.
Ow!
I gotta let him have something this time. I've been hitting for
fine.
shit.
Fine, alright, and I'm gonna blink to, like, right here.
Alright. And that's your turn?
Yep, that's the end of my turn.
Right.
I have no more moves I can
Tungten,
make.
you are completely surrounded by these creatures. They are hovering around you and above you, staring at you with these ceaseless void-like eyes that emit an eerie light. What do you do?
I hope you got one of them explosions left.
Hey, there you go. Let me do something for you then. We're gonna give you a brown marker as you are now underground.
Underground, safe from these guys, or so I hope.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't try doing a bonus action attack
You
first.
can still move, by the way.
I can still move underground.
Yeah, look at your character sheet, dude.
Oh yeah. In that case, yeah.
You should have
In fact,
two
I'm
different
actually
movement
faster.
speeds.
I'm actually faster underground.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm gonna go. Not over there. Not over there. No, yeah. I'm committing. I'm going over here.
Okay. You, wait. Yeah, no, you move in that direction, and you dig and burrow your way away from these creatures. You notice that, well, actually, that you don't notice because you're still underground. Velk, you notice that when this happens, they just stare into the hole that he has dug, aimlessly curious, but then, as eerie as fucking possible, they all stand up straight, and then their heads turn 180 to look at you, and then their body follows suit, as it is their turn.
It's not creepy at all.
The creatures, unable to look for their other target, move closer. This one using its full movement to get next to you. The other getting within range and then striking you with a fearful gaze. Please do me the solid of rolling a wisdom save.
On.
Unfortunate. You were considered frightened of that one creature.
The one to
other
the right?
one, yes. They move closer, seeing that you were the only target within their range. Boop and boop. And they hover around you, waiting for something to happen. Velk, it is your turn.
turn, huh? Alright. Okay, I am going to... Because I remembered that guy just teleported, and I got a theory. I'm gonna game theory. I'm gonna grab him, and we're gonna do a shocking grasp. Hiya!
Ooh, that hits.
Yes.
That is kind of shameful. You do this, and you send this lightning between all forms of his energy, and you watch as his form very difficultly holds on, and somehow it remains. Where'd the bludgeoning come from?
I accidentally clicked something. Don't worry about it. Just ignore it.
If this was on a scale of health points, this thing would be at 1 health. Alright. You got anything else you want to do, buddy?
Let's see. I'm gonna blink away.
Alright. Nice.
And then I'm gonna run.
Oh.
These guys are freaking like... Just one of them took like a third of my health. So...
Yeah. Smart move. Tungten, it's your turn.
So... I'm going to
tell you, by the way, you can move and then resurface. It's just your action is what it's requiring.
Ah, okay. In that case, let's see. That's the wrong tool. Let me do some thinking here if you don't mind. Please forgive me.
You're
I'm
fine.
going to pop back up. Right over here. I said right over here. Right.
There you go.
And then I'm going
You're resurfacing?
I'm resurfacing, yes. So
Alright. What else are you gonna do?
Bink.
Alright. You resurface.
I have a bonus action, but I'm kind of not near them. I can't like really do anything.
Unfortunately not. Unless you have a bonus action key attack thingy that would work in this sense, I don't think you can.
Can I do a rock throw as a bonus action?
I don't believe so, no. I think it's only
I
for
don't think
punching.
so. Could I use it to like figure out their mystery again, or is that gonna
I mean, you have a bonus action remaining. You can do another investigation if you so choose.
Oh, in that case, yeah. Investigation. What?
And actually,
heck?
what I will say is because you're at a distance and you can safely observe while they still don't know where you're at, I'd say do it at advantage this time. Because you've also been in the fight with them.
Okay. Investigation. What can I gather about these things?
It's
not that much.
Unfortunately, not a lot, but you have gathered a good chunk of information, and you kind of understand. From the things you have seen, when it comes to their teleportation, this is the thing that you've been kind of worried about the most. There is a sporadicness to it, but it seems that when one of them teleports, the others cannot. That is the biggest thing you have learned.
Ah. Only one can teleport at a time. So one of them uses it for all of them. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, shoot. In that case, yeah. Ends my turn. That's huge information. That's big.
With that, it is their turn as, much like before, like a statue turning, they look at you and then their bodies follow suit. They move as close as they can and strike you with a fearful gaze as the others just approach you. Actually, wait, hold on. Yeah. As others approach you and some go in other directions.
I should have stayed in the hole.
You should have stayed in the hole. Alright. They all make their way towards their targets. And you are once again considered afraid of the one that you don't know, but you could tell just by looking at it. Seems to be barely hanging on.
Which one? The what? This one? Is this the guy?
This one feared you.
This one feared me. Okay, this one's barely hanging on.
Mm-hmm. He made you afraid of him. You cannot go close to him, but you can, if you have some form of range attack, you can attack him with disadvantage. That is all you know. But with that, we will move on to Velk, as these creatures approach you once again, relentlessly following you in this eerie floating manner.
Back up. Oh Oh.
Target is launched back 20 feet in any desired direction. Guardian grenades? Did I really make that a ranged thing? Hold on a second. Let me look at that real fast. Character sheet, because that should not be a ranged thing. Where's Guardian Grenade?
Guardian grenades would not be arranged.
No.
I could toss them up to 30
do
feet.
them like that? Okay, so 30 feet's the big thing. I'll do some altering, because no, that should not be like that. Oh, keep that on for me real quick. So we will do. I'm gonna alter this one, because I've had a lot more time to think on this. I just never actually went and done it. Let's do this. Alright. And I will clear this out. This. And then may add something to the beginning of this description. Alright.
Like watching you as you change it.
Yeah. Shit. I don't know why, but every time I type, my R's get, like, doubled. I don't know why that does that. Yeah, we'll just do that.
Yeah, what I'll do is I'll accidentally, like, double the wrong thing. Like, whenever I type floor or something, I'll be like FLORR.
Mhm.
Floor.
Alright. There. That should be a bit better. So, I'll let you click it this time, see if that works.
Okay. Boink.
Cool, it worked. From 30 feet away, the grenade can be sent launching at the target. Any target within 10 feet radius must roll a Dex 14 save. Target is launched back 20 feet in any desired direction if failed. So, who are you throwing it at?
Let's see, it has a 10 feet radius.
Yes. Here, I will... like that. Or, if you want to do it like this...
Yeah, I'm throwing it in between them to hit both targets.
They will now make Dex saves. Let's see if they're good at it. So they just need to be a 14. Ooh, that is a shame. You watch as this occurs. One of them didn't even have to fucking roll. One of them bamfs and appears behind you, while the other just seemingly doesn't take the damage. It's as if they... or no. Fuck, wait. Hold on, you know what? No, fuck that. Where are you? Val, come here. Let me rewrite that. That should be half damage, not no damage. There. Because that doesn't make sense. Yeah, big explosion happens, you somehow remain unfazed. Sorry. OCD hitting there. They will take half of the 7 force damage. You rolled almost max? Damn.
Yeah.
So, I think it's round down. So they only would have taken 3. So, what is that? Okay, that'd be like that. Alright, cool. You watch as this creature takes this damage and is not pushed back, while the other one teleports behind you. This is what you have witnessed.
Damn it. Well, Han, is the grenade a action or bonus action?
I would probably consider that. Okay, actually, you know what? Fuck. Let me look at the character sheet. In my mind, I'm actually kind of tossed between the two. Because it's not very strong, but it is pretty good. I think I would consider that an action, unfortunately.
Okay, in that case, I don't have bonus actions. That's all I can do. Oh wait, no,
Yeah,
I can teleport away.
Turn. Yeah, you can teleport.
Teleporting, teleporting, teleporting,
Are you like perfectly
teleporting.
surrounded by their bubble?
Boink.
Almost. All right. Tongue Tint, your turn. You have just surfaced, and you are afraid of the one who is injured over here. What are you doing, buddy? I have not been moving the map around. I apologize, everyone.
This one, I am going to slash at this little guy in front of me, right?
That hits.
Damn.
Roll damage.
Damn.
Nice.
That was a nat 6.
Nice.
And now,
Oh, damn.
how's he looking?
Good damage. He is very injured.
With my bonus
This has
action.
cleaved a lot of his health away. Believe it or
With these
not.
guys teleporting
that-
around so much, I've lost track of what all ones we've actually
Yeah.
hit.
Yeah, it does say.
with that being said, however, you did just hit. You have reached its AC. Ignore the 2, just the 7. How do you
Okay.
want to kill this one?
I don't want to kill it. I want to just take my claws and just thrust them right through its stomach.
You do that, and the moment your claws pierce the creature, it screeches in this unearthly noise, and you watch as its forms turns from this purple and gray and black color to a pure yellow bright light as it disperses with energy. You do not take any damage from that. It is just how it's described as disappearing. And seemingly it is dead. The other one in front of you looks at this, and you actually see there is not really worry, but surprise.
Okay, go ahead with the turns. I'm getting a very important phone call.
Okay. With that, he is removed from the fear factor of it. But the creature in front of him will move close and attempt to strike him. Well, actually, no. He's going to fearful gaze him again. Because that'll be very interesting if it works. So I'm going to use his character sheet. I'm going to have him roll a wisdom save. He saves. Uh-oh. This creature made a mistake. He's fine. We'll now move down to you. As this one is going to get as close as it can and attempt to attack you. You are also not feared of it. Forgot to turn ears off as well. Okay. It is going to attempt to attack you, my boy. Are you ready? Can you take the hit?
Let's find out. No, it hits.
All right. 9 slashing
Ow!
damage. Jesus. The other one, being further away, does not have the ability of getting next to you appropriately. Yeah, no, it has to use its full movement speed. It approaches, but does not do anything. With that, it is your turn, as these two are getting ever so closer to you and whittling your health away bit by bit.
Let's see.
You did just notice that one of them has died, though.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to take this moment. And I am going to I'm going to cast Mage Armor.
Alright, so your AC
Because if
is...
I get one more hit, I'm dead.
Yeah, so your AC is much higher now.
Yep, it's going up to 15.
Nice. Funny enough, that's
And I
literally
am
the
going-
damage they hit you with earlier.
Yep, I'm going to blip away.
Alright, you blip. Any bonus action, or... Well, you still have your movement speed, so if you want to run, you can. You still have 30 feet, I
Do,
believe.
don't I? Yep.
That blipping is saving your fucking life.
Yeah, it is.
I love that ability.
It's the
It's
only
so
thing
good.
that's been keeping me alive.
Yeah, pretty much. It's so good for a sorcerer to just have that as like an unlimited tap, but damn. Alright. Are you done with your turn?
Yes.
Alright, we will then wait for Tungton, as it is his turn. So how are you enjoying the fight so far?
I'm almost dead. I only have 3 HP.
Oh, I know. I can see it.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying the perspective. I need to like zoom my screen out so I can just everyone can see the screen.
We just have to wait for Tungton.
Tungton. Oh my goodness. I actually forgot, by the way, to have one of them teleport a bit ago, so one of them could have survived, but I forgot, so I just let that slide. You know, if a DM makes a mistake, he's gotta roll with it.
Yeah.
But yeah. I'm enjoying this fight a lot because of the mechanic fuckery. You guys like trying to like figure shit out was so funny at the beginning. Alright. I like this song a lot, actually. It does fit the eeriness of what this fight is supposed to be. Oh, and you know what's even funnier? Is you guys gonna tell Aki this and he's not gonna believe you. It's like, you're just making this up.
Are you talking about the freaking aliens?
Yeah, 100% he'd be like, you're lying.
Space aliens.
Yeah, he got attacked by some weird creature from space. He appeared in the light. You're lying.
It's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, you realize I don't believe you, right? What?
And then Bumbo, what?
Gumbo! Burbo, my boy.
Burbo. Yeah, Burbo.
Mr. Jambalaya. Gumbo Jambalaya.
Burbo would just be like, oh, were they bokoblins? Were they space bokoblins?
Space bokoblins? What?
Space bokoblins. Oh.
I like that on episodes like this, I can just bring enemies that are from different games in just to fuck around with everybody.
Yeah, just to like mess with it.
Yeah, I like this.
Is this the enemy that you took a moment to like set up?
Yes. Made this enemy on the spot.
What an interesting side quest. There's some weird stuff going on at my farm. There's like a light. I don't like it. It took my farm animals. Okay, I guess we'll check it out.
Away.
Oh god, we're dying.
Yeah. Surely this isn't gonna be that bad. Oh god.
Yeah, if we end up losing our characters to these
No,
alien
it
things.
wouldn't happen.
It's just on a side quest.
That'd be funny. There could be if you guys somehow manage to fail, and there are consequences, I actually already have in mind what I will do, and I'll hold that.
I am 1 hit away from death.
I know.
So...
To be fair, I don't know how they've sucked at hitting Tungton this entire time, but they've been able to hit you like everything.
Yeah.
I'll put my gamer glasses on. We gamering, boys. Oh, also, wait, I can't remember if it was you or Maddie who texted me, but you guys found my glasses, right? And have them now?
Yeah.
So probably on my way to work, I'll drive by your guys' house and pick it up.
Okay. Also, you know what? It's story time.
Yeah.
So, Cody knows about this. Last
do.
night, I was at his place.
He was.
And we were swimming and things, so whenever I was going out to the car, I decided not to wear my shoes. What happened is that I set my shoes on top of the car, so that way I can open the trunk to put them inside. One of the shoes fell off of the roof of my car and onto the ground. I picked it up and put it in the trunk. My brain registered that as, oh, I put my shoes in the trunk. And so I just shut the door, didn't even bother looking up above my head, and I just drove home with one of my shoes on top of my car. I got all the way home, opened my trunk, realized one of my shoes was missing, and then it clicked. Oh god, I left one of my shoes on the top of my car, and Cody lives 30 freaking minutes away. Yep. So I drove back. I to try and find it. It's like 2 a.m. at this point, so it's dark. I luckily managed to find it right outside his neighborhood on the ground.
Yep. That's funny.
So I got my shoe back. I didn't have to go buy new shoes because those are my only pair.
Was it at the bottom of the hill or was it the top of the hill?
It wasn't even on the hill. It was just like you know the little exit there. It literally was like a left take a left, and it was like 50 feet in that direction.
Oh wow, I must have missed them. Must have just missed it.
Yeah, it was literally right. It was just right there,
Damn.
like on the edge of the road.
Well, that's
You're
cool.
blind.
Yeah. So, with that, Cameron, what you missed is he got walloped again, and then he ran away, armored himself so hopefully he doesn't take as much damage. And now it's your turn.
That's my turn. I'm not terrified of this guy in front
Yes,
of me.
they attempted to fear you, but they could not. You're too hardened.
Too hard for that. I'm just good like that. And
Yep.
so, take this. How about the?
That hits. How do you kill this one?
How do I kill this one? I
Is
cut
what
its
I
stomach
would
open.
say.
Uh-huh.
If I hadn't just remembered the thing I forgot to do last time, as it teleports behind you.
Yes, thinking about that.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I just remembered to do. I forgot to do it the last time. That's why one of them died. So I was like, oh, I gotta remember to do that again.
Bonus action.
I'm sorry, man.
But key point.
Wait, yeah, you should. Hey, I will allow it if you use your key point to attack one more time.
But I thought I got an unarmed bonus action.
You did, yes,
You do.
but you missed.
And it missed.
So what I'll say is
okay.
we'll consider that the first part of that
Oh.
action.
Okay. Okay, that cause
You
yeah,
can
I
attack
spent the
one
key
more
point.
time.
What?
Jesus,
Oops, wrong button.
that's the
I-
whole thing.
Hold on. There's like 30 things happening.
I'm being so nice. I'm being so generous. So generous.
With the power of key.
I'm the nicest. You missed again. The exact same number.
Oh my god.
All right.
I
With
swear,
action
like,
and bonus
I
action,
think every single time he's tried using the barrage attack, missed.
it's
all.
never worked. All right.
Not
with
even
that,
But,
you want to move?
so
at
wait,
all?
so like, did I use flurry? I'm sorry, I don't know if it was monk. Did I use like a key or did I use flurry of blows?
I did it for
Flurry
you.
of Blows uses a
Basically,
key.
you used Flurry of Blows uses key, but what I did is I basically allowed you to pretend that other attack was the first attack of Fury of Blows.
Ah,
But you
okay.
unfortunately missed both of them.
Okay.
I was
Damn it,
trying to
I
be
gotta stop using
so
that.
nice. I apologize.
Never
I did already
works for
deduct
you.
your key point, so you're good there. You don't have to worry
I
about that.
think 8 is what you got the last time you tried using Flurry of Blows, too.
Probably.
I'm
Anyways,
just cursed.
are you gonna move or are you gonna stay right there looking pretty?
I'm just gonna stay right there. Pissed.
No,
I'm too
you can't
pissed
stay
off to
there.
move.
Yeah. Similarly, this creature is going to try and fearful gaze you. DC 15 whiz.
DC 15 was.
Whiz, my biz.
Oh my god,
Oh,
you with the
nice! That's what we love to see. You are afraid of this one creature and cannot attack unless doing so at disadvantage. That's what I was hoping would happen. The other ones
Disadvantage.
use all their movement speed to get as close as they can to Dylan's character Velk, and the turn moves over to Velk.
Okay, Alright, first of all, is that red cube a building or a fence?
It is a fenced-off area.
Okay. I am going to run over here,
All right.
right? And then blink over here.
All right.
Why is
Dear.
things falling? And then I am going to use Ray of Frost
Nice.
on the dude next to Cameron.
That
Next to
actually
Tungten.
hits. You can kill that one. How do you do it?
I just like I noticed Tungten is shaking again, and as I'm like running, and then I blink out, and I just like jump up and point my staff and shoot a ray of frost for using them.
All right, and you watch as this form of energy begins to freeze over, but then immediately explode with immense light. Similarly, removing your fear of that creature because it no longer exists.
I'm
But-
so glad I am so much faster than these guys.
Yeah, I also forgot to mention that
It just
the
has such a huge
radiuses of
range.
light around them dissipate upon their death as they no longer exist in the space to show the light that is around them. Forgot to mention that.
Thanks, Val.
You're welcome. Now help me.
You now at this point in time knows Velk is insanely hurt. He was on his last leg.
Oh, is he? I missed a few. I missed a few rolls.
Alright, it is your turn, Tungton. As you see these others approaching, them watching what happened and then staring at the two of you.
Okay, if that's the case, I'm going to get right here in the middle of them, right?
Alright.
Fucking, I need to actually, like, right in the middle of them.
Okay.
And I'm going to...
I'm gonna actually move you back a foot as you have to jump over the fence, and it would cost you 5 extra feet to do so.
Gotcha.
So you're gonna be right there.
Right there. I'm gonna rock throw the top one.
Ooh, the top
Damn.
one.
Yeah, the top one.
Alright, You rock throw the top one, and I hate to do this. Bamf.
Damn it!
I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. It's part of the game.
Yeah. All right.
I'm not gonna bother using anything that costs key. Every time I do, it's
fucking
saving.
yeah.
It's gonna be an 8. So that's my turn.
It's just gonna be an 8. All right. This one that had bamped moves closer to you and attempts to slice at you. Is it an 11 hit? I assume not.
Nope, I'm a 15.
All right. This other one delicately floats over and stares at you. DC 15. Whiz me, boy.
Whiz me, boy.
You fail, and once again you are frightened of the one that is standing behind the one in front of you. This one
I'm
is
getting
your
emotional
symbol of
whiplash
fear.
from these guys. I'm scared, and I'm not scared, and I'm scared again, and I'm not scared again.
It's unsettling.
Strange. This is a very strange feeling.
Alright, Velk, it is your turn.
Alright, first off, I'm gonna get myself into a position. Alright.
Alright.
And I am going to shoot a ray of frost that is near Tungton.
Alright.
As soon as I can actually click buttons. There we go.
Alright.
4.
Trying to remember something. I need to remember something real quick. They dodged Tungton's rock, so they should have their dodge back. So, unfortunately, you
Wait,
see
they
this
would have their
creature-
dodge back?
Yeah,
it resets when it's their turn.
But it's not their turn.
It was their turn.
It was
Because I
just
threw
their
a
turn.
rock.
Yes.
Oh.
So it bamps over to here. I apologize.
Damn it. Alright. And I'm blipping over here.
Alright. Tungton!
I'm scared of this one, right?
Yes, but you also know that the other one just bamfed.
You can't bamf no more. Yeah.
And you hit. Roll damage. Woo! You kill it! The moment the rock lands on top of this creature, it turns and looks and immediately goes and explodes into visceral light, completely blinding.
Only one left.
Only one.
You actually.
Oh, wait, sorry.
No, wait, no, you
Only
can't move
one
closer.
left!
Yeah. Only one left.
I got this.
I'm good at this. You look over. Ah!
I got this.
All right. With that, it is their turn. This creature, seeing its brothers fall, continues to press forward as it wants to take something home. And no, I don't think it can. It is going to attempt to attack you again,
No.
but misses.
It misses.
You are now no longer afraid of this creature.
Thank you for sparing me, sir. And I'm gonna take your life.
Alright, with that, Velk, it is your turn.
Alright, let's blip over here. Boink.
Alright.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot another ray of frost to get its teleport out of the way.
You
Or
miss
not.
dreadfully.
Oh,
You see this spell go wide. It shoots way over the creature.
Hurt really bad.
Cody, listen,
Yeah.
that's a nat 1. I personally, Cameron Hagen, won't be mad if that hits me. It would be funny. For future reference, I won't be mad.
So normally, I don't do that, but if you are wishing to do so, I think it would be funny.
I'm a chill guy like that.
Alright.
I take the game for what it is.
Alright then. I normally don't do payback rolls, but sure, why not? It will go and hit you. You will take 6 cold damage. Nice job.
As well as being slowed down by 10 feet.
Watch
Oh,
me
shit.
aiming that thing.
As you're staring at this creature, its eyes peering into your soul, you suddenly feel this shard of ice stab you in the back and then explode. And you feel your fur freeze over, similar to what had happened before. A form of PTSD almost kicks in.
Damn it.
Not
Sorry.
again.
Alright. Tungton! The creature in front of you is not something you are feared of anymore.
Ah, you son of a bitch. Take it.
It bamps. It bamps over to here.
Bamps over to there, but no. Okay. So, real quick, gotta argue with you for a second. I could have swore that I had a bonus action that was an attack. Am I wrong?
You do have
Oh,
that.
I
So,
do
Has
have
never
that.
been
It
taken
just
away from you.
doesn't cost key.
Doesn't cost
No.
key. All you have to do
Okay.
is scoot a little closer.
Scoot a little.
What?
I'm sorry, it just misses.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry,
god.
Cameron.
It
It is its turn. Seeing that you are nearly able to swipe at it, it dodges just in time by floating above you and then landing once again back at its spot. It looks at you and goes for another fearful gaze.
Oh my god.
Lay it on me. Lay it
So-
on me.
Once again, you are afraid of this creature. You cannot move closer to it, and any attack made on it is a disadvantage. The creature, then, seeing what happened last time, will actually move behind Tungton. And we'll let Velk go, as it is your turn.
I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. Aha! I can actually move places though.
Alright.
Ray of Frost.
That hits, if it didn't bamf.
Yeah. So it's up to Tungton to actually manage to hit it.
Where the bamf to?
Oh. Let me just shunk. Teleport away.
Alright. As its creepy noise echoes through the area around you, Tungton, it is your turn. This creature is right there in front of you. You are unable to move closer to it.
Why is it so durable?
Closer? Oh, jeez.
You can throw a rock at it, but it would be a disadvantage.
You know what? I'll move back here. Hi, Velk. I'm cold, scared.
It misses, unfortunately. It goes wide.
Oh no, it misses.
This is damn.
If only you were right up to it and then you could
Yep.
punch it. Oh wait, no, you can't get closer to it.
Its turn as it
Are you
gets
kidding me? Look at that thing. It's scary.
closer. And with it being its turn, it loses the effect on you, my boy, friend of man. Let's see if I can fucking click the right icons. Jesus. Alright, no. Damn it. Okay, there we go. Jeez, that took me so long to open up the freaking token thing. You are no longer afraid of it as its term. It has moved close enough. And it looks at you again, and it tries to scare you again.
It has it out for you.
The most of witness. I'm not scared of you no more. I'm scared.
You're scared? Just turn it off to turn it back on.
It's like, oh, you're not so scary anymore.
It's okay. You're gonna have to take it.
Alright,
damn
Belk.
it, Tungsten.
This is so funny, I'm sorry. Such
Alright,
a
here we
weird
go.
back and forth.
I'm getting right here.
Oh shit, he's going in.
I'm going in.
Going in for a bonk? Ooh. Hmm. Hmm.
Jibika.
Hmm.
Shit. The show spell description button doesn't do nothing.
It lands right here. Oh wait, no, shit, that's too far. Hold on, I almost fucked up. It lands right here after bamfing just out of your area and stares at Tungten.
Creepy.
Me. I'm sorry. You can have the cows and the whatever the from you. I don't even know what it looks like.
Anything else? No, he's gone. He's like, oh, fuck this, I'm going.
No, come back,
Tungten,
Phil.
you cannot
I'm
move
a
close to
ranged
this creature.
hunter.
You have to throw a rock at it.
Stand over there.
Holy shit, you hit!
Ooh.
You're like on the ground crawling backwards.
Stay back, I'm begging you.
How do you want to do this?
I'm gonna do this. I'm on the ground backing up, and it just ended a spike of just panic and adrenaline. I throw a rock, completely unaware of what's about to happen to this thing. My eyes are closed as the fucking light fades from its eyes. I'm backing up like, don't hurt me. I'm sorry.
This rock impacts the form, and you see this creature just scream out in agony as it suddenly explodes into visceral light. And upon doing so, you will notice that above you, the light that had exploded had seemingly gathered directly in the sky and had become a similar orb to what had originally appeared, but much, much, much smaller. Maybe about the size of a basketball.
You kidding me? I'm shooting magic around everywhere, and you freaking tell how goddamn wrong.
You then witness as this orb immediately shoots off into the sky, completely leaving the area behind. And with that, we move back to the map page as you guys have finished the battle. Congratulations. You have bested the alien invaders. For now.
Alright, Velk. Them things are giving me emotional whiplash. I'm so exhausted after that. I was scared, I wasn't scared, I was scared again, I wasn't scared again, I was scared, I wasn't scared again. You know, the last one, I didn't even watch it die. I had my eyes closed.
Yeah, I know. I saw. It's kind of embarrassing on my part. Also, I'm bleeding profusely.
Yes,
Oh,
you
geez.
are heavily injured.
Golly. I'm checking everything I got. I don't know I got nothing to help you with except nope. I got a water skin.
Whatever, let's just go back and report to that one guy. He better make it worth it. This hurt.
I'm sure he'll make it once in a while.
Hold on.
I
You
think
will
we need to
note-
rest first.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah,
you will
it's
note
nighttime.
that the night is still, or the moon is still high in the sky. Let me. I don't just have. I thought I had like a nighttime theme for travel, but I guess I don't. I probably should eventually get that, but oh well. I'll just put it on the field theme as normal. You all set up camp in this place. You, having effectively dispelled the creatures from beyond. You make your way towards the tent-like structure that had been placed and built up around the ruined housing. It is easy enough for you to kind of make yourself comfortable here. Tungton, if I recall, you sleep in different manners, but you are able to sleep how you so choose.
Tungton's gonna dig a nice little hole underground, and that's where he's gonna sleep, in his nice little hidey hole.
All right. And with that, you all peacefully manage to sleep the night away. You can take a full
Love
rest.
Long rest button don't do nothing.
You're
yes,
just gonna
it does.
have to reset your other thing.
I got it.
Dylan, you gonna long rest there, bud? Did Dylan leave?
There we go.
I was like, what's going on there, bud? You you wake up in the morning, and as you are rising to the sound of a very familiar as Valk, directly standing above you is this really creepy chicken-like bird that just stares at you with its feathers all ruffled up. And it's like looking down with its head tilted at an angle, looking down at you.
Alright, good morning. Little bird brain. Alright. Tungsten, you awake?
Tungton is going to crawl out of his hole, and I stayed in chat. I'm going to look around for any more animals than we saw yesterday, see if they came back.
You investigate the surrounding area, and you look everywhere around the farm, the ranch. And unfortunately, there does not seem to be anyone around. You're going to give me a moment? I think someone's knocking on the door. Come back down, everybody. Alright. You all wake up, as said before, chicken above, or cuckoo above the head of Velk as he moves it out of the way as he stands up. And you, Tungton, you are looking around, hoping to find remains or the return of creatures around you, or around the farm itself. But as the farmer had told you, the creatures were seemingly taken away. And unfortunately, it does not seem they were brought back. The farm still lays desolate and empty, and once again, in ruins.
Well, in that case, I'm going to dig for rupees.
That's right, he can do it like once a day, I'm pretty sure.
Once a day, I can dig for rupees.
Okay. Can you, what was that?
I think it was like, here's how I guess. It's like a D20 for the amount, and then a D whatever, right? So it's like...
Let me see. I thought I made something for your character sheet, but I don't know if I did. I might not have.
So it's like, if I get a nat 8, then I can do a D100. But if I only get like a 1 out of an 8, then I can only do like a D10.
I think it's a D20, and then depending upon how high the roll is, what I let you roll for money wise. Like if you get a high D20, I let you roll for the amount of rupees you can find.
Yeah.
So for now, just roll a D20. We'll see what happens.
D20. Ooh.
Roll a D100.
Ooh. And
35 rupees.
Not great.
We'll keep it simple. We'll keep it simple.
Wow.
I'll turn that into an actual mechanic eventually.
Wow. The ground here is getting filled with rupees. Man, I thought I came here a while ago.
You are digging around underground, and you will note that when you're looking around, the area that the most of the rupees were discovered in was underneath what used to be the house. You kind of get like a scent for it. You know something's around, and you move some of the planks that was the remains of the floors, and you start digging a little bit, and you find this old wooden chest that quickly you discard as you burrow through its wooden frame and burst into the insides, where you then see piles of rupees.
I knew I had a knack for this kind of thing. Put them right in my pocket.
Yep.
Right in the pocket.
And as you do this, you all hear a noise, a familiar voice come from beyond the ranch fenced walls. Hello? Are you all still with me?
Hey, it's Terrell. Hey, Terrell. I think we took care of the little purple guy problem you were having.
Thank Hyleia. He quickly runs through the gate entrance and then heads his way over to you all. He says, "I can't believe it. You survived. You made it out. So what happened?"
Aliens.
Well, okay, let me tell you what it was. There was this big bright light in the sky, and what came out of it was 4 little purple guys, and they were floating above the ground. Yeah, I gotta look up close. They didn't have no feet. They were just floating there up on the ground. I ain't never seen anything like it. I thought it was like a balloon or something. But when we killed them, they blew up into light, big explosions of light. Yeah, and let's see. And when we killed all 4 of them, their light gathered up in the sky and they dashed away. I don't think whatever it was, it ain't gonna be back anytime soon.
You see him kind of like looking at you very, very intently understanding, and he looks down and then around at everywhere, and he says, I saw the creatures myself the last time I stayed here. That's just exactly what I had seen, a creature that was just floating so creepily off the ground like that. But you killed it. All of them? There was, the last I saw, there was about 4, maybe 5 of them. You killed them all?
Well,
yeah,
we didn't see
it wasn't
5.
exactly a picnic, though.
We only saw 4 of them.
I was really not paying too much attention to the numbers, but that was my assumption. But 4 sounds a bit more accurate. But you did it. The ruins are free from that. Whatever that was, I hope. Do you think they're going to ever come back?
What we did to them, I don't think they're gonna be back. Well, at least not back here. I can't say the same thing for another, whatever this is, about 20 miles that away, but they won't be back here.
That's good. Oh my goodness! Arnold! Is that you? You're still alive? And he reaches down, he picks up the cocoa, and before, when you guys had tried, it would scream and screech. But this one does not do so. It comfortably nuzzles its neck and head around the guy, and you just hear going, like, just doing some slight cooing noises as it nestles and happily sleeps, or nuzzles the man. And he looks up, he's like, I can't believe it. I thought Arnold would have certainly been taken.
So now you're fine with being picked up.
Oh, I do apologize. What?
You know where Dad is?
No.
He's not answering any of our calls, and his truck's missing.
He's probably I mean,
We don't have him.
I
He's not answering the door.
I don't know. I can't help if you guys
I
don't
was
know.
asking if you knew where.
No, he might just be in the back. It's okay. I love you. I don't know what that was about. Sorry about that. So, he pets the cuckoo and he looks at you and he says, oh, yes, I do apologize with that. Arnold is... I've raised him when he was but a chick, you see, and he was injured and everything. I nurtured him back to full health, and ever since then he's been very, very protective and attached to me. I've even been able to use him to kind of glide and jump around places at times. But he's very personable, it would seem. But I apologize if he did not particularly care for you picking him up. But it's amazing he survived. When I went and ran, I had assumed he would be taken like the rest. Did you see what had happened? How did he manage?
I don't know how he survived,
No.
but I can tell you this. Unfortunately, your other animals didn't come back. The only thing I found was a pile of furry mud over there. I pointed the pile of furry mud I found when I first got here.
He looks downtrodden when you say that none of the animals came back, and then he looks up in the way your direction, like the direction you're pointing, and he furry mud. That is excrement, I'm afraid. The cows release
Please
it
tell
upon
me
a
that
full
you
stomach.
touched it.
You didn't touch that, did you?
Tungten?
Oh no.
I might have touched it.
Oh. There should be a well over here. We could grab a bucket of water and wash your hands off. I'm sure that will be fine.
Gee.
I apologize for that. I would have assumed you
That
know
means
what
you punched
excrement
the aliens with poo hands.
I put them in pool in my hands. I didn't know animal poop looked like that. My poop doesn't look-
was. To be fair, I will say that is honestly probably more of a reason for them not to come back here. But I must thank you greatly for helping me and Arnold here. But with the words that the animals didn't come back, and you see his tone shift to a more sorrowful thing, I fear I may have to go back to Hacieno Village. I had brought all of my animals here. The prospect was such a high chance of success, but that, and that all of them are gone, is disheartening. I fear that it would be too expensive for me to bring more over with all of them having disappeared, so regrettably I must pack my things. But I thank you for ridding them of this area. It is a horrible thing that they would attack such a place that holds great history for my family.
I'm so sorry to hear about the animals.
It
Wish
is,
you good luck.
as do I for you, and it is fine. I am sure I will manage well enough back at Hacieno. Hold on. And you see him put Arnold down, and he ruffles through his things, and he pulls out a bag of rupees, and he hands them to Valk. He says, I believe payment is in order for at least be ridding them of this area. That is some of the savings I had gathered. I still have a chunk of it stored somewhere in here in the ranch. I will have to dig it up a little bit later. Thank you again for what you have done. And when you look at the bag, you can clearly see there is about 50 rupees worth. And he looks at you all, and he kind of like nods at you, and he says, "Come on, Arnold, we have to pack our things. I sure hope Mother is going to be okay with this. She did not want us to move back into the house." And he's just walking away, kind of speaking to himself. And he kind of moves over in the direction of the actual house itself, at least the remains of it. He seems to be ready to remove his encampment there and move somewhere else.
I feel bad for the guy.
Jeez. I feel real bad that he had to get rid of his animals there. But Phil, did he say dig up his rupees? Phil, we might want to get out of here.
Why? What did you do?
Nothing. Let's just go up. Let's hurry back to the kingdom. I've been Burbo, so really causing a ruckus in the snow. I better wake him up.
Okay.
And with that, you travel the remainder of the morning back to the lookout landing, where you were able to once again meet up with everyone. And very clearly Burbo is enjoying himself, laughing with the guards as he is kind of having them all challenge him to little events here and there. And Aki is retelling himself to the women in the camp. They seem very uninterested, and the moment you get here, they leave, and Aki is left in distraught as he has to go back and over and talk to you guys and explain that nothing had happened in the times you guys were gone. They had thought they had seen things, but it would seem Velk, you ADHD crackhead, add the rupees to your GP.
If you're not gonna pay me, I at least want you to keep them.
Yeah,
I
that's
already
true.
did.
All
Did
right.
you? I didn't hear that part.
As you all discuss what had occurred and make friendly once again, you gather your things after a good night's rest and begin your journey once again. And I will go ahead and move you guys kind of a little bit out into the wilderness ahead as you all prepare yourselves for another adventure. Not knowing what is to come in the next we meet, but you know that maybe this place is not as known as people of Hyrule even appear to know. Maybe there are things in this world, this realm, that are too unknown for people to understand. Whether or not the creatures from beyond will return is up to time itself to find out. Whether or not that man will know that Tungten took the remainder of his savings is up to time to tell. But with that being said,
Whether he gets hunted down.
I would like to thank everyone for being here. My players especially for this fun little side quest episode. For Primal being in chat, always a Chad. And for anyone watching the stream, also being a Chad for being here. With that, we are going to head off for the time being, and we will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!